Good morning, Regina Sanchez, Health Wellness Organizational Coach, believing in you. This morning, I'm ready for my next making lemonade from lemons, having my cup of tea. I do have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, but that's about it. After I have my first cup and I feel like I need something warm, I turn to my English breakfast tea. I love English breakfast tea. So anyway, what do I want to talk about this morning? What do I want to help you make lemonade from? I think the area that I'd like to venture down with you is the area of health and wellness, and specifically the area of building up your immune system. I'm saying this respectfully, not in any way judging others, but I have like 0% fear in me that I am going to catch the virus, the coronavirus. And like I said, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to, brag. I'm not trying to judge those that are not walking where I'm walking. And if I do get it by some chance, I know my body will recover from it because I have spent years really working on my health. And you could go back onto my website, I think on my About Me page, and it talks about my journey of my health and wellness. It started when I was back in my 20s. So I don't want to get into all of that right now. But I have evolved over the years. When I was in my 20s, I began the journey. Was it, perfect, or was it near where I am right now? No, absolutely not. So over the years, I've grown, with a number of instances happening in my life. And I still grow and I'm still learning. But I take a lot of effort to be careful what I put in my body and on my body. So I'm very cautious about the skincare products that I use, what I wash my face with. And I always use something to, a fine line of body care products. I don't just wash my face with soap and water. And I moisturize it and I tone it and I do all of that, but I make sure it's free of a whole battery of chemicals. I am cautious about what I eat. And am I perfect in that way? Not always, but I'm going to say 95% of the time I am. My house is pretty, or my pantry is pretty health friendly, I have to say. So what I want to say and encourage everyone today is to take this time now that you're home, to start thinking of ways to build your immune system. Knowing that we have a strong immune system will help fight off these viruses. And we will get beyond this coronavirus and it will pass and it will be over. But there will always be viruses. There will always be bacteria out there. What we need to do is, create an environment where our body can fight it off, where our body can say, oh, no, there's a shield here. You are not coming on me. Or even if you come on me, you're going to die. You are not going to live. You are not going to grow. You are not going to survive. Yesterday I posted, a little recipe on hand sanitizers. So, they're saying soap and water is the best to get rid of, the bacteria, viruses, or whatever that's on our hands. But washing our hands with soap and water is not always available. So they, say hand sanitizers are the next best thing. Well, be careful. Be careful of what the ingredients are in your hand sanitizers. Would I ever use Perel? No, I would not. But there are, natural ways to create, or even buy for that matter, a hand sanitizer that's, free of chemicals that will harm your body. What we want to be careful with is, not wiping away all the normal flora or all the normal bacteria that our body needs to survive, because we obviously need bacteria and so forth in our body to survive. So, I mean, that was just a post that I had yesterday on my Facebook page, and I'll probably get it on my website. I'm just in the process of putting everything together and sort of updating my website. But one of the things I want to talk about is how you can start building up your immune system. So I'm not going to give it to you all. I put together a summary. I'm not going to give it to you all in this video. I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized pieces. So the first recommendation that I want to say is, depending on how serious you are about really wanting to, strengthen your immune system, the first thing I want to recommend is please stay away from sugar as best as you possibly can. Sugar, it harms us in so many ways, but it doesn't help build our immune system. They say here that it suppresses our immune system for up to 5 hours after we've ingested it. And that all depends on, how much we're ingesting. I mean, if you are a soda drinker and you open up a can of Coke or Mountain Dew or 7-Up or whatever, and you drink that can, you are ingesting, I think I want to say, 9 tablespoons of sugar. I forget the numbers, but it's a lot. So, as best as you can is stay away from sugars and processed foods. I know if you go into the grocery store over the past, couple of weeks or so, what's left the shelves are processed foods. I understand that people are afraid, that their fresh food isn't going to last long. So I sort of get that on some level. I think people are afraid they're going to be stuck in their house for 6-8 months. I don't know. I mean, people have really, stocked their shelves. But stocking your shelves with cans of processed soup is not healthy. Make a pot of homemade soup, and put them. I freeze my soup when I make it because I'm now by myself. So I do make a pot of soup. I can't eat that pot of soup even in a week if I ate it every day. So I get the large mason jars, fill it 3/4 of the way full, stick it in the freezer, and I've always got soup. So try to eat more natural, more, I want to say organic, but if you can't afford organic, at least try to eat, more natural, and stay away as best you can from processed foods. Processed foods have a lot of sugar and a lot of sodium, and a lot of preservatives to then keep it processed and edible for a long period of time. So that is my tip for today to help you make lemonade from lemons in this time. If you want to chat for a few minutes, feel free. You could go on my website and fill out my contact me form if that's the easiest way. You could private message me. You could comment below where I post this. I do 30-minute free consults. I am offering right now during this time unlimited conversation with me. I'm not limiting it to 30 minutes. If you need 45 minutes, if you need an hour to chat with me, I'm here. Feel free, to have that conversation with me. This is so much my passion to help people live healthy lives. I watched my mom, I watched my dad, be pharmacies in and of themselves by the amount of medication that they have been prescribed. It breaks my heart to see that happening. So think about it. Take that first step today if you can and try your best. I'm not saying you have to go cold turkey, but maybe if you could start eliminating a little by little each day, you'll eventually get there. And you will find that if you could eliminate sugar for 30 days, what a difference your body is going to feel. So get started making that lemonade from those lemons, and I'll see you tomorrow.